Hello there YouTube, this is the Rogue Gem Player, and I'm coming at you with an updated version of my Bujin deck that I profiled back in April. It's been a while since I've basically put this deck together, and I thought, why not, since we've got some new cards for it, and some neat things. So we're going to start with the deck. For the most part, it's going to be a lot similar with the number of changes. Mainly, I reduced the trap lineup and added a couple of things. Mainly just an engine that I want to test. So we're going to start with the 3 copies of Bujin Yamato. He's the main card you want in this deck, for the most part. Gets into the entire deck. It's the main normal summon. And then 1 Mikazuchi. We only play 2 Bujin Carnation in this deck, so we only need to search it once, basically, after that, and not to mention Tais can get into it. So 2 Arasuda. I like being able to make any rank 4 I want without a normal summon with Bujin Harume. There's a few ways to do that. So we're then playing 3 Hiroko. This is going to be explained. So basically this allows you to tag out into any of the other Bujin Exceed monsters for the most part, which is pretty neat. To help with this, since it is a vanilla, we are playing 3 copies of the Rescue Rabbit, which is cool. Because you can summon this and make any Bujin Exceed, minus Amaterasu, which you can actually go into Susanoo into that if you choose to. And then for the Bujinkis, the Wing Beast ones, we're playing 3 of the Peacock. I'm testing this, so basically the theory is that if you play this, you can search Harume or Yamato if you have one or the other, and then you can make any rank 4 you want. Because it allows you to summon monsters. Same thing with the Arasuda. 2 Crane. I like playing 2. I don't like playing 3 or anymore because they can just play around it. We're then playing 2 Hare and 2 Turtle. These are the only Grave Relics we play. They do their work. And then we're playing the 1 copy of Whiptail because it is something you can search off of the Fire Formation 10 key that can be used to actually protect your monsters. So that's all of the monsters for the most part. We are then playing, for spells, we're playing 3 copies of Ties of the Brethren. It's the namesake of the deck, basically. You play this, you have instant access to 2 searches and a draw and a discard every single time. So, or other things, depending on, your hand. We're then playing 3 Fire Formation Tenki to search out our Yamato or anything that we need. So we're then playing 2 Bujin Carnation. 3's too many for the most part, but this is perfectly fine. 1 Book, 1 Foolish, 1 Burial. I like this because you can reuse the hairs and stuff like that if you can't get to Bujin Carnation. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Reborn. And then the only traps we're playing are the 3 copies of Mind Crush. The amount of searching that we have in this game basically makes this an unnecessary card to play, regardless. And since this is a control-based deck, why not? For the extra deck, we're playing 3 copies of Bujin Te Susanoo. You will generally summon 1, 2, a lot. Maybe the third, but it is something. It can attack everything, so if your opponent attempts to scapegoat you, you can get rid of them. 2 Kakasuchi, it can be immune to things twice. It does mill 5, and it is something you can summon off of the Hiroko. Same thing with the Tsukiyomis. Dig into your deck and discard your relics that you won in the grave, and then the one Amaterasu, because Hiroko can make this a decent engine card. And then 1 Tiger King, 1 Cowboy, Diamond Dyer, and a Baguska for the Exceed monsters. And then the links are Firefighting Daromedal, which is a link. It's a generic link monster for Beast, Beast Warrior, and Wing Beast. He gains 100 attack for each of those on the field. And then once per turn, you can target a spell trap on each field and destroy them. So it's a once per turn you can blow up one of your dead back row for something like a tank, like for example, blow up a Tenki for something. Underclock Taker, and Decode. So that's the deck for the most part. I like this variant. I see a lot of plays. It is more control based. It does use its extra deck a little bit more, so you might have problems with like the Peacock, but sometimes you can facilitate if you're really skilled with this deck. You can do a lot with this deck. So let me know what you guys think of the deck in the comments below, and please comment, rate, subscribe, and hit that notification. And see you guys next time. Bye.